Well, well, well. What a good episode, but a disappointing one at the same time. I am random nonsense. Random nonsense goes through my mind. I probably won't go in order of the episode. That's just how it goes. This is my spoiler review of Dexter Resurrection, episode 7. It was an alright episode. uh, it's crazy good though in some parts. Alright, spoilers. Where should I start? Okay. I'll just go towards the end of the episode. Why not? uh Dex No, not that's not the end of this episode. Angel ends up okay, we'll start I guess you gotta start with the beginning first. Angel talks to the detective and they're talking about how Lady V made it look like a suicide. They have to the Angel's like, do you ever just follow your gut? Instead of just following the report that the lights went out and stuff on that block, like it's just coincidence. But yeah, later on, later on, Angel after that, Angel ends up going to where Dexter. He finds out he's able to find out where Dexter lives. He talks to the guy that's his friend that used to be a share driver. So I mean that is a share driver, but and Angel teaches that guy how to dance, just like how he taught Dexter to dance. Original sin, yeah. This okay. I just want to talk about the really good stuff first. There's more flashbacks, and this show is so good with the flashbacks. It's freaking awesome. It shows Harrison getting rescued, or from being in the pile of blood from Trinity. Shows Dexter holding on to him. It shows Dexter in the pile of blood too. Yeah, the way it does it is really good. Um. All right. All right. Let's go back. That last episode ended with, "Ooh, we found out Gemini has a twin." Dumbest story, but I'm kind of glad now because of what happened in this episode. Dexter, you're gonna. I'm pretty. I'm pretty sure the boss and that lady know that he is the Bay Harbor Percher. I'm pretty sure that they're leaning towards that way. I ended up going to this mansion, which is apparently where uh, Lady V first joined the group. So they're having like a toast to her. Obviously, we all know that lady that worked for the boss guy is the one who actually killed Lady V. He had her pay some guy to kill Lady V in the last episode, obviously, but yeah. So all throughout the episode, before Dexter Dexter just keeps eyeing Gemini, and Gemini keeps eyeing him. They make it seem like the Gemini killers, right? Because they're twins. But the one that's still alive, they made it seem like he didn't know that his brother died. Like, before we get to that though, um, Dexter's supposed to have a presentation, but he doesn't do the presentation like everybody. He doesn't everybody else. He doesn't talk about the kills or anything. He just talks about having an alter ego and how it he can't live the truth or whatever, because you know how the ponytail killer guy has a family. He has to hide that from his family and stuff. He's all getting emotional and letting out. emotions instead. But before that, Dexter talks to himself in the mirror. And Harry shows up. Harry's talking about about how Harry committed suicide. They have a conversation. That's kind of weird because in that scene for Harry, is like he doesn't have any facial hair. Like, oh, so it looks kind of odd. I don't know. Yeah, no doubt, it was a really good episode. What else? Eh, before we get to the kill and the other stuff, uh, Harrison. Harrison's going to college, or is going to go to college to become a cop. And Dexter has a conversation with him later. Your grandpa Harry and your aunt Deb would be so proud of you. And he's like, I did it for you. That's what it says. Yeah. Harrison's touring the campus as Dexter's at the mansion with all these killers. Well, there's only two big named ones left. Obviously, there's still the boss guy and the lady. They played Poison Ivy, Batman movie, but yeah. And the one, Batman Forever. No, Batman. I don't remember. But yeah. Dexter. He isn't thinking right. Oh yeah. So the presentation. That's what I was talking about. Go back to the presentation. Ponytail Killer. You get to see how he makes his kills. He fakes an injury. He fakes an injury. And so has this girl feel sorry for him. And then he's like, no. She's like, I don't see the injury. He's like, and then he like kills her. It's crazy. Dexter. Oh, before I get to the kill, I really want to talk about the kill. But Dexter ends up having a conversation with the boss guy, and we find out more of his story. About, I guess he wrote a letter to the guy who killed his parents. And come to find out, he instead of worrying about his parents, he started idolizing the guy who killed his parents. That's pretty fucked up. That's how it is. Just the way he responded back, and the way he explained how he killed and stuff. It's crazy. And that letter was his first trophy. Obviously later on that guy died, but yeah, all the sympathizing. Obviously, that's when there's a lot of flashbacks. That's when it's like how his mother was killed in front of him. So he relates to the boss guy because of that. Losing a parent is not easy. And then later on, Dexter makes the dumbest decision ever, but it's so funny and it's so crazy, and it works to his advantage, I guess. What does he do? He confronts the twin that's still alive, and he tells him about stalking him and taking the bookmark. And no, taking the bookmark. Yeah, that's really important. And killing his twin. What the fuck, Dexter? You're crazy. You're crazy for admitting that. Well, it works to his advantage. He likes killing. Dexter's like he likes killing in public. It's just a mansion with like what? maybe a handful of people there, not very much. The boss guy, the lady guy, and the two killers. Yeah, that's not very much. The ponytail killer and the Gemini killer and him. Yeah, 5 people, including him. Like, so the Gemini guy, of course, stabs him. Because Dexter, well, how Dexter starts a conversation is, I know your secret. I know you're a twin. And they're like, nobody could figure that out. Like, nobody figured that out. That's why you kill in pairs and stuff. Must be nice to have somebody like that. And then Dexter fucking brings up his damn brother about how he was a killer too, trying to relate to him, even though his brother tried to kill his sister Deb, like when she was a baby. uh, uh, when he was a little kid, when they wrote two little kids. But yeah, freaking Dexter tells him the truth. And so what happens? The Gemini stabs him first, and then he fucking kills him with the wine glass in the neck. And he misses one stab, so he stabs him again till he dies. And then, of course, everybody else comes over there, and they're like, everybody else is over there. And the lady that works for the boss is like, that's unlike him. He usually kills in pairs. She suspects you, Dexter. She knows you're not. Yeah. You messed up there. But he's like, yeah, he was gonna kill all. I guess the ponytail killer's name is Al. So he says he's gonna kill him too. But yeah, it's crazy. What should I talk about now? Should we go back to Angel? No, not like go back to Angel yet. So obviously after that, Dexter, that guy's like, we're having a, we usually have a dinner after this. It's gonna, of course, it's gonna be smaller this time, amount of people, but yeah. So Dexter's gonna go to dinner in the next episode. I'm not ready to get to the end yet. Okay, Harrison. So he after that he leaves and goes to Harrison's college. Harrison got himself a new girl already, huh? He got friend zoned by that one, and they never talked about it. It's all good. Oh, before I get to that, I must mention the beginning of the episode. Harrison's there with the kid, and I guess fresh air helps uh asthma. Yeah, fresh air helps asthma. I don't think that's true. That's not necessarily true, because yeah, I used to have inhalers and shit too when I was a kid. But it was a good episode, no doubt. Alright, let's get to the ending. Well, no, before we get to the ending, I gotta mention this. So Dexter ends up being there ends up showing up to Harrison's college thing because he was gonna become a cop, and who's there? The detective lady, of course. She's giving a speech about the New York Ripper. And the way he kills. To talk about the crowbar, Dexter shows up in the room too, sitting there and watching it with Harrison. And Dexter's like, the lady's talking about the crowbar, and he's like, no, that's a trophy. You go through Dexter's mind, of course. That's a trophy now that the boss guy owns, so it's not a crowbar that he did the killings with for those ones, no. Dexter straight up tells the detective that it's a freaking hook. she's gonna suspect, now, like, how do you know the freaking murder weapon? And his blood analysis, of course, that's how he points it out and tells her that. uh, that's when Harrison says he wants to be a cop, and the detective and Dexter were not expecting that, but the detective lady's like, "Yeah, you're gonna follow like your dad's footprints, because you use a blood spatula. Yeah, he's a blood spatula analyst, blood splatter analyst, yeah, whatever." But yeah, and then obviously the detective tells Dexter about Angel being there and questioning everything, and then Dexter tells her that Dukes was the Bay Harbor butcher and that Angel lost his partner Batista and all that stuff. But yeah, later on, Dexter goes back to his apartment. Well, he drops off Harrison at the hotel first, I guess. So that's where Harrison will be the next episode, I guess. Dexter ends up going back to his place. He's got his trophies again. What does he do? He takes the blood from the wine glass and puts it on the same thing, the same tray, the glow glass thing that the other person he killed is, because they know they're Gemini killers, so their blood's got to be together on the same thing. uh, I still can't believe Dexter told the detective. she's yeah. Um. So Dexter hears music playing upstairs. That's how he knows Angel's there, just by the music. Dexter's not or anything. Freaking A. He knows by the music, and then that's what I'm saying. Angel's teaching that guy the same dance moves he taught Dexter. uh, After that, uh, Dexter's like giving him a ride in the car, and Dexter's like, "This is your stop." But yeah, they talk about, because Angel suspects he's the Bay Harbor butcher, but he's also no surprise you heard about the share driver that's a killer, and that fits your memo. Like, yeah, he killed that guy. But yeah. And the end of the episode, Angel leaves a tracker in Dexter's car. So, like I said, next episode, Dexter's going to that dinner. Angel's going to track him there. That's how this next episode's going to be. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, also when they're all start getting at the mansion, the lady that works for the boss, she says to him, "Yeah, you think this is a good idea considering who's here?" So that right there, that right there also makes me think that they know that Dexter's the Bay Harbor butcher, but who knows? But the funny thing is, they do have food at that mansion too, and the guy's like, "There's even some good vegan food for you," like. And then Dexter gets out of eating vegan this time. He's like, "I ain't gonna lie, seeing all that other food reminds me of when I wasn't a vegan." And then the guy's like, "Here, I'll do this and that." Another clue that you are definitely not the right person. You are not the red or dark passenger. Oh, you're the dark passenger in your way. You were dark passenger first, but yeah. Also, when the ponytail's doing her presentations and stuff, or when Dexter does his, he also talks about putting on a mask and like not being able to show your emotions and stuff like that. You got vulnerable, and yeah. I guess the boss guy liked that too, but uh, I'm so freaking pissed off at the ending though. Like, come on, Dexter, just tell him the fucking truth. Just tell Angel the truth already. Get it over with. Like, I'm sure Angel will be more understanding if you tell him that you're not responsible for Laguetta or Dokes' deaths. Like, and you killed Deb to put her out of her misery because she was gonna have to sip through a straw for the rest of her life. So that was alright. That was like how you got rid of the lime pie lady that just wanted a pie. You know, she wanted to be gone and be in heaven with her husband. So, but for real, just tell him that freaking Lila killed Dokes. Like, Angel knows that lady was crazy. After all, she tried to accuse him of rape. Like, she made herself take drugs that, you know, she tried to blackmail Angel to get to you, Dexter. Freaking A, you could tell him that she killed Dokes already. They're like just ignoring that whole thing. Like, why can't we just move on and tell the truth that freaking Lila killed Dokes? Dexter didn't. Ooh, Dexter had him in a cage first. Is that why? Like, I don't get it. Why can't we just get that out of the way already? Oh, and Laguetta, Deb shot her. So that's not your fault either. But you were gonna let Deb turn you in and be fine. But then she shot Laguetta. Oh, that's just ridiculous. The only one that I blame Dexter for that was innocent is Rita. For crying out loud, he didn't kill that killer soon enough in the original show. But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking more about the original show because they just keep on showing flashbacks in the show. It's like, can we just address stuff and just move on? No, we have to have Dexter still not telling Angel the truth. Like, Angel was his friend. He even said in the original show that if he could be a normal person, he'd be like Angel. Like, they had a friendship there. I'm sure Angel's more understanding than Laguetta. Like, it, you gotta give him time. He's willing to listen. That's the difference. But yeah, it's weird because the tracker looks like earbuds almost, or dental floss or something. It's like a little white box. The angel's gonna track him in the next episode of the dinner. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, it was a really good episode. The other thing, this is such a little thing. I don't know why I want to include this in the video, but okay. Dexter. Well, Dexter's when they're leaving the college, and obviously Harrison wants to get this girl's number. Obviously, Dexter has to leave. He said he's going to the gift shop, and what does he do? He buys a hat, and then later he complains to Harrison that good thing you're going to this college because I just spent $40 on a hat. What a ripoff! I know there's hats like they're out there that are that price, but if you're paying more than $20 for a hat, that's crazy. You're gonna pay 40 for a hat. Okay, that was a good episode though. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't think I got anything else to say. Random nonsense. Peace out.